guys, we are live. Let me bring this camera up a little bit. So we are live in the building. What's the matter? Oh, please don't burp on camera no more, child. We had enough of your belching, ain't it? So yeah, hey guys, we are in the building. We are here. We're excited about tonight. Come on in. Speak as you come in. Speak as you come in.
Hey, Sister Rhonda. Hey.
Hey, Miss Ella. Hey, you guys. We are excited. We seem to be a little bit off balance. You want to?
I'm good, baby. I'm good.
Let me bring my chair down here and get down to your height, because we a little bit off, honey. We're a little bit off. So, hey, you guys, come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on. Thank y'all, girl. I had to get my hair straightened out before I throw braids right back into it. So, hey, you guys. Hey. Ooh, seems to be a lot of light in here. Ooh, getting a little sweaty. Just have me back to natural before this video is out over with. Hey, you guys, come on in. Let me get myself situated, you guys. I am trying to get myself situated. Come on in. Speak as you come in. Oh, we're so glad to see you guys. Hey, welcome. And when you come in, please make sure that you thumbs up this video. Thanks so much, Red Gal. I appreciate it. Thanks, you guys. We're gonna get started.
Hey, first of all, before we get started, testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Don't be giving her all the shine because she got a new hairstyle. I'm here too, y'all. I don't get no shine.
You take your hat off. Let the people see what you're working with. Honey.
Now that shine right there, shine like a diamond.
Yeah, shine like a diamond. All right, you guys. So we got somebody waiting, Miss Omega waiting in the backstage, but we want to welcome everybody in. Before you guys, before we go ahead and get started, I'm excited, y'all, to just vent tonight, because last night, Tasha said, "Hey, Dove."
Hey, what's up? Yeah, give the brother some love. Give the brother some love.
Yeah, so that's it. Okay, so I'm sorry. I am a perfectionist, and I'll be trying to get everything together. Is that J? Well, what J Dub?
It's here under my government. Oh, this is government name.
Well, why you ain't in the click the link in the
Jerome?
Come on in here.
Jerome.
Yes.
That's why you invite J Dub.
J Dub, you supposed to be in here. You supposed to be in here backstage. All right, you guys.
Hey, thank you.
So y'all, we're gonna vent tonight, and let's see. J Dub said, she said she need the regular profile picture. You got to make sure it's you. I know that's right. So yeah, we're gonna vent tonight. We're gonna just let it all just hang on out tonight. I'm excited to just vent. We got Miss Omega waiting in the back.
Miss Omega.
And hopefully J Dub gonna get on in here, and we're gonna I'm gonna drop the link after we get these two in here, and see who wanna vent with us, because y'all, we got some stuff to say tonight. I know that y'all was in y'all feelings with that foolishness that Paige did, and everything. So I know I was. I don't know about y'all.
Look at Sister Rhonda said she ready. I'm ready. Oh, you SpongeBob? I'm ready. I'm gonna drop the link in just a minute. So yeah. All right, you guys. So I was trying to wait till J Dub come on in here, and as soon as he come on in here, then we're gonna do it. Let's give it like. Oh, he's still going by his government name.
Where he at?
Jerome.
Oh, okay. So
maybe he's not gonna come in tonight.
All right, you guys. So let's go and get this party started. So let me first of all, let me just go ahead and do this, copy this. And hey, Miss Felicia, we doing great. So I'm gonna drop this link in here. All right, and we're gonna go and get this party started. All right. Hey, Miss Omega. Hey.
Hey, fam.
I appreciate you rocking your shirt.
I'm rocking my shirt. Whoop.
Hey.
I'm representing.
No, we appreciate you for that too. For real, we appreciate you. So yeah, I'm gonna see if because I went ahead and cut out the little thing, because we're gonna take it couple by couple tonight, y'all. We're gonna take it because I got a lot to say.
All right, J Dub, is this really you? Oh,
That's him.
J Dub done pulled that out.
Oh,
That's a raccoon. That's a dead raccoon. You got your head right.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we
we
can
can.
hear you
Yeah, I'm here representing all the Jacobs, who love their culture, their 80s and their 90s and all that. So, you can be your
Salt and pepper jacket, ain't it?
Is that a salt and pepper jacket?
if I would kill for a salt and pepper jacket.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
Hey, girl. Hey,
hi.
Hey, y'all. They popping on in here. So, J-Dub, you got the 8-ball, you got the LL Cool J chain.
First of all, bro, it's real. Look at the Coca-Cola shirt. It's real.
Coca-Cola. I mean, everything. Listen, I am like Jacob. I got him beat. I got so much stuff. I didn't just sold it all. Most of it anyway. Because and I get it. It's a special time that just makes you just think about. For anybody who knows and lived in the 80s, I mean, it has never been another time like the 80s. So,
Yeah, the Coca-Cola shirt, Jordache jeans, all that, man.
I don't know. Y'all from Alabama. Y'all might not know about these.
What's that?
Y'all
What's
look
that?
the EK glasses.
Oh, the EK.
Oh, you know about the EK?
No, we don't know about
I don't know about
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, them,
Oh, the EK.
that's how we used to do it in DC and New York.
They can see me, baby. They can see me. Look at the screen. Can't you see me?
We can see you, but you got some kind of sound.
They can see me, baby. They can see me. Look at the screen. Can't you see me?
We can see you, but you got some kind of
Okay. Hold on.
So I mute her for a minute while she get it together. So yeah. So
Let's get started, man.
I'm ready. Y'all ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let me get in here. All right, Miss Eddie, you good?
Y'all can see me now. Hear me?
Let's get started, man. I'm ready.
Yeah, but
This is a background noise.
Do you have on the
No, because you might have to put you on. Y'all can see me now. Hear me?
We can hear you, but we hear some background noise.
Do you have on
No, because you might have to put you on. Y'all can see.
I'm gonna mute her. Miss L, I'm gonna mute you because it's some kind of feedback that we hear. I don't know if you got like another tab on or not, but it's some that's she said she don't have on nothing. Miss L, I'm gonna mute you because it's some kind of feedback. It's a delay. It's a delay for some reason. We can hear the feedback. It's some that she said she don't have on nothing. Miss L, I'm gonna mute you. So yeah, I'm gonna mute you and then I'm gonna bring you back in. All right. So, all right, y'all. So let's go and get this started. So let's see. I ain't gonna let y'all decide which couple because I'm gonna put it in this kind of order. We finna start with this foolishness right here. We finna start with them. What is it? Them. We finna start with them. All right. Who wanna go first?
Ladies first.
Well, I already told you what we need to do. I think we need to establish a GoFundMe page, take donations so we can get her one of them high-powered toys. Because something is wrong with this here Ryan. Now, I get the whole thing of him being Christian and all that, but boo-boo, y'all married.
Yeah.
And if you playing around,
yeah.
I mean, come on. And how does she put him on blast when she said that he's the one who stops it. And I was like, okay, now if you got a man that's like ready to go and you ready to go, what would stop you?
Right.
Well, she said they was doing everything, but they were doing other things called sex. So maybe he's getting off with that, but she just wants the penetration.
Right. But she said it's always him who stops it. That's why I'm like, and then the thing, well, maybe he is a virgin, right? That could be a possibility because, I mean, poor Clara. That's all I can say about Clara. You know, we might have to have a prayer vigil for her too, you know, because that's I don't know. And it's almost been a month, but this is your husband. How do you do all of the other things but not do that thing?
Right.
Right. I'm confused, y'all.
You might look better without that.
You know, maybe somebody else can say something. I don't know.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
I got something to say.
Go ahead.
Okay. We need to pray for Clara because it sounds like she's never been loved.
Okay.
And so that's what I got from last night's episode, that she's probably had these random men or relationships and there was nothing of substance.
Right.
Why sex is sex to her, and she looking at Ryan like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But now Ryan,
come on now, come on. Come on.
First of all, he is boring. Boring.
Yeah.
Number two is, I feel like, how is it that you can allow a woman to do all these sexual acts to you
And not do
outside of actual intercourse? Like, if I was her, I'd be like, okay, if you need to trust me, trust that these lips will never be nowhere on your body until you want to give it all the way up.
Yeah.
Right. And I just think I think either he's questioning his sexuality. I do not think he's a virgin. I think it might be a question of his sexuality, because most men are not going to let you play with them that long. And I know it's only been like 3 weeks or so, but
almost a month.
Right. You can't say it's your religion, because guess what? You're married.
That's
right. So what's holding you back? Yeah. And I just think he's a crock of crap. He's full of it. You either gay and don't want to admit it to your parents, or you don't want to show that part on TV, or you're embarrassed to show your sexuality on how you love on a woman on television because you're uncomfortable with it. But I don't like Ryan. Ryan is boring. Clara need to go get some therapy and learn how to love herself before she gets into a relationship. And Ryan need to go find another boring person like him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Is 3 weeks really that long? I mean, really?
Yes, it is.
You're married though. I mean, I get it.
But you're married.
I get it, but you're married.
But see, my husband and I waited. But see, my husband and I, we waited. But we waited because we wanted to make sure we wanted to marry each other. So we waited over a year to get down with the get down. And it was hard.
I could imagine.
We showed intimacy towards one another. Sometimes I would get frustrated, like, no, you can't touch me. You can't touch me. But then it was just like, we knew once we crossed that line, we're married. And we're going to get married, and we are married. So I get her frustration, but my thing with Ryan is it can't be religion because y'all married. Now what?
Exactly. That's my point too. I don't know. And I understand her with her. She do have some issues because it sounds like she equates sex with love.
That's right.
She definitely has some issues there. But again, I'm looking at it as from the perspective of what they said they've already done. They've already done all this sex stuff, but he just stops at the intercourse part.
Right.
And then his thing is trust. What do you not trust? I mean, I'm trying to understand that piece of it. If we've gone all the way to this point, what's the last step? We haven't taken that last step, and she's ready. She's been ready. You know what I'm saying? That girl on fire. She burning over here. And the Bible don't want you to burn. That's why they say if you cannot abstain, you're married. They married.
Defrauding. He's a defraud. I've been talking to the Lord. He's defrauding me, Lord. He's defrauding me, Lord.
He's frauding. Okay. Well, yeah. All
right. Okay. All right. I'm speaking for the men. J-Dub, jump in there, man. What you got to say about it?
All right, we got a little, just letting you know, we got like a little echo or clicking, like every time somebody talk. All right. I think Ryan is pulling a Haley, but he's just being nice about it and playing like teammates. I don't think he's into her, and I mean, it's like it's like with Chris, it has us searching for what's the answer. Is he a virgin? Is he too religious? It's something, but it's I think especially when people speak on it, like, well, it's only been 3 weeks, and what's wrong with that? If it was a woman, everybody would be making such a fuss. But the fact is, he's participating in some type of sexual activity with her, but not doing anything. See, it's different when you say, okay, I want to wait. Let's trust the process. Let's build. Let's connect. But you're actually still having sex.
Exactly.
It's not having the intercourse. So there's something really wrong with that, and he's not saying it. So yeah, I can't speculate. I'm just speculating on it.
Yeah, good points, man. Good points.
Yeah.
Good points, man. I agree with that, man. Something ain't right with the brother.
Something not right.
He may be undercover. He may be undercover. I'm just saying, man, you're doing everything else, but you're not having the intercourse part. That don't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
And so I feel like, either he's ashamed of his sex game or he's undercover.
I'm starting. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead, man.
I mean, it's so to the left. I'm starting to believe Dr. Viviana, like she's letting on, like, hey, maybe did you if he might be a virgin or something like that. I think they don't. It could be like, wow, okay, maybe they don't want to do another hour situation and let you leave with virginity and just keep it a secret. Like they know it, but everybody else doesn't know it. So I'm starting to believe that now. It's like maybe, because you can tell he doesn't have a strong connection. If he's been in multiple long-term relationships and haven't said "I love you," this guy is definitely not ready for marriage or open to that process or really being in a committed relationship. Who does that? I know people say, "Oh, you shouldn't throw it around," but you've been with somebody for years and you stay with them and you don't love them, something's wrong. That's all.
Definitely. All right.
So that's all on that too.
Okay.
All right. So this one.
I say this one.
I mean this.
That couple.
You got it right. This one.
This one right here, honey. This one. All right. So who's gonna go first? Ms. Omega, you can tackle this one first.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Already we need to call the AA counselor. She needs to talk to her representative or her partner, whatever they call. She need to keep them on
Sponsor, yeah.
Sponsor. There you go. She need to keep that person on speed dial for real. Because she has some deeply rooted issues, and I think it has to do with the family dynamics. Not seeing healthy relationships, blah, 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 blah. That could be the reason for her drinking so much, which is her escape from reality.
Right.
But brother man over here, brother Eric, he got some issues. And I think his controlling insecurity, those behaviors are starting to come out. And they are such a mismatched couple from the jump. It's going to be very interesting to see how they're able to stay together, because what do they have in common? I know he wants to be married. Okay. She likes the idea, I guess, of being married, but she's not even mature enough to even know what that means.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like when you see her, it's like she's a kid.
Yes.
And then you see him as he's got a career, he's an established man. All of this stuff he's working on, but what is she doing other than, drinking to escape reality, whatever that is? So, do you really want this woman? You want to have kids within the next couple years? Well, she doesn't. Is she ready? No, she's not ready to be a mother. No. So don't force that on her, because my gosh, she really gonna drive into the bottle if you keep putting that much pressure on this girl.
Yes.
I don't know. It's just, and she already looks like, bless her heart, she looks older than, what is she, 26?
Yeah, she's 26. Yeah, she looks
older. It's like life has beat her up and it's just started for her. And I feel like poor Eric, you're a career person. Okay. You're a pilot. You're military. You're structured. You're everything this poor little girl is not.
Yep.
You know, and trying to live up to that, it's going to be an issue. That's why she doesn't understand when he says, now, he doesn't have to be so hard on her about her friends or whatever. I get it. Some guys have issues with girls having guy friends or whatever, but she's not mature. She doesn't appear to be mature enough to be able to handle platonic relationships anyway.
I'm going to disagree with you a little bit there. I think the issue is that he is extremely conservative, and she is very liberal.
Right.
And somebody thought that it was a fun, cute idea to put these two people where they would bend into each other. But what you see is that Eric has no malleability. So, excuse me if I didn't say that correctly, but I'm just saying he's too strict in his thoughts. I mean, you heard him last night say, "You're like, this is what I believe," or "This is what I am," or something. He said, you know, where he's just, you know, stoic in his thinking, and that's what's going to make it not work. I don't think it's necessarily, there is some immaturity there, given her age, but Eric is too conservative. He gives too many ultimatums, you know, well, if it's like this, then I'm out. I mean, he said multiple times.
That's the structure. When I said he's structured, he's military.
That's military. I'm a structured, disciplined person, but at the same time, you have to know when to bend. You have to know how to adapt, and if you're in a partnership with somebody, you have to have that flexibility. And he goes beyond a structured daily plan. He's in a different place. You know, Eric wants to be soccer dad. He's ready for all of these things. He's visualizing himself in one world, and she's just not there yet. And I think the distance in age, and again, the lack of intersectionality with the conservatism and the liberalism, it ain't gonna work.
I agree.
Yeah. And if you've ever dated or have family members that are military, they're very structured. It's
not mine.
No, well, you lucky girl. Tell you, it's like this, and there is no in between. It's just like, and their way is always the right way. Can't argue with them. Can't argue with them.
Well, my husband,
military people, my family, and it's like that.
My husband called them last night when they were having that discussion. He said, "Well, we know who the Republican is, and we know who the Democrat is."
Right.
You know, I was like, "Yeah, Trump supporter." But Eric is very stern. I believe I agree with both of you ladies. I think that it's hard for him to bend and be flexible because of that military background, and because Virginia is such a free spirited, and she's almost like a wild child to him. Right. But it's like he's intrigued by it.
Right.
But at the same time, he want to pull in and say, "Well, we can only drink then, and you could do this then. But then at other times, I want you to act like the Stepford wife." And she's just not feeling it. She's like, "No, I want to party all the time." Right. So I think that they possibly can work only if Virginia gives up some of the male friends. She's gonna have to give up some of the male friends to make little Eric feel more secure, because he said he's been cheated on in every relationship, and probably his work schedule and not being with another woman that's as structured as he is. So I think that if Virginia let go some of the male friends and not be the party girl all the time, she can be the person that softens him just a little. But it's gonna be things that he's still gonna vote Republican. He's still not gonna go for same-sex marriage, all the above. Right. But I think that he will handle her much softer and more gentler if she just kind of calm down a little bit and mature a little bit.
But why does she have to make the concession and not him?
No, he's going to have to. Well, unfortunately, that's the way God got us, okay? When he said our desire is going to be towards men, got that.
All right, Paige. Okay,
my mother Eve messed it up for all of us, okay? So I just think that, she just be like, and to me, she need to let go some of the male friends. I mean, if these guys that's a hell to the no. That's what the hell you need to talk to them for? You know what I'm saying? So I agree with him. Ex-boyfriends are off limit. Like, why are you entertained by that? It's you and your man. It's you and your husband. It's about y'all. So I think if she just did that,
right,
and he would soften a little bit. But if he didn't, then she have to say, here are my deal breakers. Here are the things that I cannot accept to stay in this marriage. And once they can come to that agreement, and if they can't, say, okay, well, it's been fine. We tried it. It don't work. Nicely.
All right, J Dub, what's your take on that, man? They hear a brother take on it. What you got?
I guess what first took my attention, I didn't notice that Eric he talks with his hands so much. He's like, well, what we do right here is we need to have it right here. And then if she does this, then that's it. That's all. That's all I want. That's all I want. But yes, because he speaks like in finality, like everything has to be his way, and they're married, and it doesn't sound like he's willing to compromise at all. And he doesn't take anything like what she wants into account. It's more so like she's an accessory to him, to fit into his already made up life, because he always talks saying, this is my job, I'm going to do that for the rest of my life, this is it. I mean, everything is not, she's fitting into his life. So I would say, I'm going to call this show, instead of Married at First Sight, let's call it Fear Factor. Because it seems like they fit everybody, the deficiencies and the fears that they have, and they put the people together. Before I even get to anybody else, Eric is a very structured person, conservative. Virginia's very liberal, and she has abandonment issues. He's gone half of the month. Just think the age difference is there. It's just like total opposites. I mean, I think they did it with every couple. They like playing on people's fears. And it's showing up.
Me personally, man, I don't think they will work out, because Virginia, she is so stern on her beliefs when it comes to politics and being a liberal, and the same way with Eric and his beliefs. And to me, when you got two people on the opposite side of the spectrum that far out, it's kind of hard for them to come in the middle. I won't be surprised Virginia support Black Lives Matter. I'm just being honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I think she's that liberal, and I don't think Eric he's not feeling that, man. He's not going to accept that. And if they have kids, what are they going to do with the kids? So me personally, I don't think it's going to work.
She should be apprehensive about having children with him. I mean, like I said, they're two different ends of the spectrum, and you can see like his controlling manner, his unwillingness to compromise. It's not going to be pretty. But I'm also going to say, just like anybody else, but really Virginia is really not ready to be married. She wants to be single and then have a married life, and that'll never work. And I'm sure there's way more information she needs to share with him about all her male friends that she's contacting.
I'll be honest with you. I would be surprised Virginia has some black male friends. Eyes out. And how you think he's gonna react?
No.
Oh God.
Eric out.
That's it. I'm out. Yeah, he'll say that in a minute. I'm out. No, you don't want to have kids. I'm out. You don't want to do this. I'm out. But I'm gonna give it up for Virginia. I was really surprised it was never mentioned. She was organizing and cleaning and all those things from last episode, and she wanted her little credit. And I get it, because I thought he was gonna come home and find her passed out in the bathroom. So I was proud of her. Give her credit. She's 26 years old.
I think Virginia is chasing a dream that she never had, because she never saw marriage with her family. So I think her dad got remarried or whatever, but I don't know what that looked like. But she never saw the idea of marriage, and so I think she's chasing that, and so she's just not ready for it, because she can't make it happen. And they paired her with somebody that I think she's going to struggle with, him always trying to control her. She thinks it's control issues, which he has a little of it, but she's going to always fight him on that. She's going to always fight. And it's just going to be a back and forth with him. So,
yes.
All right.
Rebellious teenager.
Her immaturity, really. She doesn't know.
Yeah.
Woo, Lord.
Another train wreck.
But the lady in the blue dress, y'all.
There she is.
She was working that dress.
Okay.
We made her rounds that night. That
Ooh,
day.
look like a
Real.
Smurf.
Right. So who want to go first with this couple?
Let me get mine over with.
Okay.
Haley on my last cotton picking freaking nerve.
Not the last nerd.
The last
One, Lord.
She's on my nerve. The reason why she's on my nerve is she's trying to come off like I'm just trying and he won't act right and that's why I don't like him and she getting on my nerve.
Oh, she don't like Karen?
Yeah, she thank you. She didn't like him from the beginning.
Right.
She lied and said that the reason why she had sex with him because she felt like it was a wifely duty. That's a lie. Because she said I was drunk, so I said, "What the hell? I'm married to him." That's what she did. Okay. She's always like lying. These little white lies. Oh, that's not how it was, or that's not what it. You thought wrong. She is so full of crap. I think that she's too immature and just not ready. And Jake is just not her type of guy.
Basically, yeah.
I know.
He's just not her type of guy. She's not into him. And she's like, well, I'm trying. You're not trying. You won't even give the man a peck. You won't give him
Thank you. Yeah.
And if I was Jake, just how we see him sitting on this couch, I would play her like this every single day. I would sit back with my sexy self and muscles and be like, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Go in your room. When this is over with, nice knowing you, goodbye, because my phone gonna be ringing off the hook and the show might call me back because they got the right person for me. He is too mature. He's odd in his own way, but it's not so crazy that, oh my God, I'm so turned off by him. She just ain't into him. She too young. Look, when you my age, the man got a career, a house. We can work with that in a little personality. But he got a body too. That's a plus that you weren't even looking for. Okay. Yeah. So I'm like, look, take your 20-something-year-old, don't know what the hell you won't tell on, and let me sit here and wait for me a real woman while you go play with somebody else.
Right. Okay. That's right.
All right.
Next.
All I got to say is, ditto everything you said, Queen. I'm right there with you.
I will say though, did anybody else have any little question marks? Maybe it was the last episode where they were sitting on the couch and he went in. It was something about a phone call and she didn't call him back or text him back in overnight or something. And he went into this whole mental, well, if you did this and then this was going to happen and this was going to happen and this was going to happen and this was going to happen. And I was looking kind of like, okay, there's a little cray with Jacob too. Does anybody else remember that scene?
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely remember. And people praise him all the time.
I think that's a little more than a quirk. And so maybe those instances could be happening off camera a little bit more than what we see. And that weird smile when he's frustrated or happy or is a little weird and disconcerting for me. I don't know about y'all, but I'm like, well, does he ever change facial expression? I agree with you. He has a lot going for himself. He has a nice physique, but he has some things to be desired. And to her, again, I think she's kind of like, she still has a big pool of men she can still choose from. She's still in a good age group. Unlike you saying, hey, when you're in your 40s, yeah, the pool is very, very shallow in your 40s. But I'm just saying, still.
Not for me.
Fair point. All right, J-Dub, come on, represent for the road.
Well, I mean, I see both sides of it. I mean, on one hand, Haley definitely is not attracted to him. She seemed like she was trying her 28-year-old best effort, but after that wild night at the aquarium, something was different. And everybody says it, and everybody's right. Yes, they didn't connect sexually. It was off. It looked like she looked like a kidnapped victim in the room when she's sitting talking to him. So I get it. I mean, but at the same time, Haley's not going to say, well, you know what, we didn't connect sexually. She can't be honest about little things. So she's almost the time she's saying about being attracted, she's being pressured to say something. She's not
right. You can tell.
So she's not gonna just tell. But on the other hand too, Jake says people are very forgiving. I mean, it's a little more than weird and off-putting. You'll talk about a diving story, then he'll tell about the glasses stabbed him in the ear and the water just goes in it, and just talking just all kind of crazy stuff. Or how many holes in the straws? It's 3, one from my mouth and one from my butt. You supposed to connect with that? What you supposed to do with that? At any age, 28, 38, or 40, what can you do with that? You can't do nothing with that. It's like he's a psycho. He's a weirdo. You do need to find him a weird little lady that like to wear members only jackets with him. I'm with the age. You see me? I'm with. I got more stuff like Jacob. I don't have the lights and all that, but I got some stuff. But I don't force that on nobody or anything like that.
I'm gonna defend Jacob here, J-Dub. I'm gonna defend Jacob. Okay.
I like Jacob.
Somebody.
You said something about
go hang out with him.
I got some more to say.
You said something about the straw and the 3 holes in the straw and everything. Yeah. Man, that's small talk, man. That's a small talk. That's just a line to pick up women. Back in the day, I just asked, "What's your sign? What's your digits?" Man, come on, man. You gotta try to see how intelligent the woman is with that, man. That's a good question, man.
No, I'm not talking about no hole in your butt. No, that's wrong. No, not in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. No, we can't do that.
Hey, he is in Atlanta now.
Okay. Yeah, okay. But also, I'm gonna say the same way. Like Haley was right. If you notice, like let's say call it the first week and a half or so, she was carrying the conversations. Jake would just be looking in the room and just odd and weird and all that. So she was trying. After, like I guess on the honeymoon, that's when he really started talking. Right after the night after the aquarium, when she pulled back, he became vocal. Before then, he was comfortable with sitting in a room. Just, not saying anything, or if he says something so weird and off-putting, you just want to get away from him. So I don't see why they connect. I think he's cool, or it's okay to like what you like and be who you are, but that's hard to connect to. I don't blame her. Hey, but all she just needs to say is, "Hey, I don't feel a connection. I'll try. I can't promise you anything." Yeah.
All joking aside and everything, to me, Haley fell in love with the idea of marriage, the wedding. And after the wedding was over with, she lost that fire. She lost that and she realized what she got herself into, and she saw who she was married to, and she started pulling back, and she put the walls back up. And she's trying to be nice, nasty to Jacob to lay him down kind of easy. She don't want to come out and say, "I'm not attracted to you. You don't look good to me." So she's trying to find little subtle ways to just like let him down. Right. So, I don't see them making it. I like Jacob. He's quirky. He's goofy, but I think he's a good brother, man. He's a good brother.
Well, we're not knocking him. I just don't think he's marriage mature for most. That doesn't have anything to do with his house or the way things are set up. That's like trying to say, like a woman, you should marry a man for money, but you don't connect with him or love him. It's the same thing. There's zero connection. Yeah, he got
we can grow into love.
Yeah, but certain things got to be on that piece of paper for me to entertain it.
A brother will holler at a chick that work at Burger King. Well, let a woman walking Burger King, she'll do working there. She ain't gonna holler at him. That's the way society is.
Not in this age, not.
Yeah, my mother used to tell me you can grow to love a rich man just like you can a poor man. So I guess, hey, whatever floats your boat. But back to what you said, Ella, he need to go get him some nice pajama pants. Those silk ones. Walk around the house with no shirt on. cooking breakfast in the
Girl,
kitchen for
He
himself.
was in the first day. He had at the
But get rid of the chest hair though.
He had no shirt on, and she in there like
He-
this, just sitting in the bed.
he
Like,
needs to be advertising for his next wife, because
You
they
see?
ain't think-
Miss Sabrina,
I'm
you
just saying.
you want to say something, Miss Sabrina? Welcome to the chat.
Hello.
Hey.
With Jacob and Haley, I just like someone else said, they just don't match. I think he's a great catch
Yeah.
for like an older woman, not for her. For some odd reason, I wish they would have put her and Ryan together. I feel like that's the type of girl Ryan wanted. He wanted like that Jennifer Anderson type of white girl, not Clara. For some odd reason, I think they would have been better together. But for Jacob, I think he's a good catch. I just don't think he's for Haley.
Exactly.
No, definitely not for her.
Exactly.
Not at all.
She looked at him like he kind of looked like a little Chester child.
But then again, you look at Haley's background, what kind of family she came from, man. I think she's from Alabama. I think she's from Alabama.
She better not be.
Yeah, I think she is.
What else about Haley?
Yeah, I think she said it. Roll Tide.
She said Roll Tide, but don't necessarily mean she's from Alabama.
But it's a 10-year age difference between them two.
It
right?
is.
Right.
That's the problem.
So, and that's another part of it too.
That's the
Because she'll
problem.
probably look on this years from now and say, I was stupid. You know, I could have given this guy a chance because he was more, he's different. He need to hang around some brothers. He need just, if he could get somebody to help him get that stick out of his butt.
Yeah.
To where he learns how to loosen up and have fun. I think Jacob would be cool.
Yeah.
But he just don't know. He's an IT guy again, and most of them are what, nerds?
Quirky.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he just.
Yep.
But definitely they're not a match. Definitely not.
Okay, so let's talk about this.
I would say.
Why you got his picture like that?
Oh,
that right there.
Keep it like that. Keep it like that.
PS4, PS4 dual board, man. Come on.
Keep it like that.
Look all fluffy.
He made me adjust my shirt when I saw his shirt.
I know that.
Let me get myself together.
Man, look at my shirt, man.
Like,
okay. His buttons are screaming.
Yeah.
Release me, please.
Why you just want to poke him?
Okay. All right. So his shirt was tight. He said.
Yeah, at least we could tell the truth about that. That shirt was tight.
But so who's the person talking about them?
I'm going to say what scares me the most in this situation. If anyone remember, before they got married, Briana said that she always changed for a guy. And I feel like that she's going to do that with Vincent. Because he's like, unfortunately, he's like a fixer-upper. And he had issues before he came. So I feel like she's going to like bury those issues and try to fix him. And it's going to mess with her. It's going to mess her up because it's issues he should have had together before he came to the show, like those childhood issues, and because he had those with his ex. But if you listen to the beginning, he said the ex was the problem. But now we see when you listen to him, he had low self-esteem and he had issues nobody can fix but him. So I feel like she's going to go into that role of trying to put him together.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Vincent is abusive. I think that he's hiding it from the camera because he gets quiet. And what you do, J-Dub, that he stopped pulling on that ring.
I'm telling you, like.
I said, is he gonna hit her? Because he looked like he want to jump, you know. So I'm like, girl, let me tell you something. When you get rid of them butterflies, you better run. Because there's no way that line he gave the therapist yesterday saying, oh, I'm just trying to impress her. And, you know, I just couldn't get it right.
That's a weak line.
It was silly excuses. And one thing I've seen for myself, not in a personal relationship, but a physical abusive relationship, these type of men or women are overly romantic. I mean, on the surface, when we look on outside looking in, they just, wow, he's so this, oh, they so cute. Ooh, 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 ooh. But then when they get by themselves, it's like that turn, it's like some switch.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, oh my goodness, who is this person? I think like when Bree looks at him, when he behaves that way, he's putting her in a situation of confusion. She's trying to figure out, what did I do? She's trying to figure out what's going on. And it's always keeping her unbalanced. And then at some point, it's going to be like, yeah, it's your fault. It's your fault. And when the cameras ain't watching, I think he will put his hands on her. I honestly think he will. So Vincent is abusive emotionally and physically. I'm standing on it. I think Bree is confident enough and intelligent enough at some point soon to leave, but it's going to be when he has that outburst. Because right now, she's in a butterfly stage. She's too giddy right now. And because she's an optimist, she's like, oh, like, what's wrong? Is everything okay? She wants to support him. Like, it's okay, baby. But she's going to get tired of that. And so when he do snap off and she realizes, now this is who he is, I think Bree's going to leave him.
Well, so the cousin said something about he has an anger, he has a temper.
Yes.
Yeah, they did say that.
And you can see that. I feel like he's gonna get to the point that's to the boiling breaking point, and when he does, I'm gonna feel concerned for Bree.
Yes.
You're right. I think he will put hands on Bree.
Yes.
And I'll be real. When I say I'm scared for Bree, I mean
yes.
that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Right there, man. It's like every time he comes on the screen, I want to play that psycho music. You know what I'm saying? He
has that mobster. He has that whole mobster vibe where he kind of look at her like, you just disrespected me, like he go about the backhand. I'm like, girl.
But I want to know, like, why didn't Dr. Viviana call out that behavior? Because, I mean, it seems, to me, we see through the BS that he's feeding, but, I mean, she's like a trained psychologist or psychiatrist or something. And I'm like, why is she dismissing that action? Because remember yesterday she said, oh, it seems like there's a pattern here. Every time you tend to flub up, this is when you guys have these little interactions because you want to be perfect for her. So I was a little remiss by that. I'm like, and she was so upfront about, we know what's happening behind closed doors. Oh, we see you. So I'm like, well, how did you see him?
Right.
How did you get a read on this situation?
Right. Yeah, she was a little soft.
Yeah, I thought so. That was a little disalarming, but we see how good they are at matching people. So.
Oops.
Hey, Doug, did you want to say something?
Up there looking like Rick Ross.
Well, I'm glad you didn't say Vincent. That's all.
That's true.
I mean, before I wasn't saying. I thought everybody was overreacting. Was saying like, "Oh, Bree's in trouble. She's in danger." No, I really see it, and I can see the rage. I can see the anger in his eyes. It's not because he's embarrassed. I mean, his body language. I mean, when they did that playback from her when they was dancing, and she tried to reach for him, and he sat away like that. That was aggressive. That wasn't embarrassed. That was anger. I'm like, this guy's serious. It looked like if they go in the closet, he might choke her. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's going to continue to like break her down and make her cater to him and his feelings, and then any infraction he has is disrespect. And then so that means he's got to lay down some kind of punishment towards that, whether that's going to be verbal or physical. It's going to be bad. So I do see it. I no longer think everyone is overreacting. If she goes further with him, she's going to be in trouble. It's not going to be pretty.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
And Dr. Viviana made a lot of excuses for him. Like she was calling his behavior. She was like, he's just embarrassed. He's just trying to do the best job as a husband for you. He likes you. He's trying to impress you. And so now then she reinforced that behavior And Bria's like, oh, well, yeah, you know, you don't have to impress me. You know, you can just be yourself. And he'll do something next week. So.
Yes.
He said that he was acting like he said like acting like a 7-year-old or something like that. And I think people are getting, you know, like Tamika, which is my hairstylist, who did my hair. So like she said, Vincent is acting like a kid, like he's throwing tantrums. And I think that some people think that, but I see a little bit deeper than that. You know?
Well, like Joe said, that scene when they was at the dance, he is yanked away from him.
Yeah.
That right there showed me a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I'm scared for Brie. I really am. I'm really concerned about her. Man.
What if she actually grabbed him? She would have.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
If she grabbed him, he did like this. She would have fell on her face.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, he would have threw her.
And she's little.
She's real small.
Yeah, that's violence.
Yeah,
that's violence.
And all right, save the best for the last, y'all. Look, he like a Pittsburgh door boy.
You didn't get that screenshot.
You know, and I got this picture where he yawning while they.
I know.
That tight sweatshirt you got on, man.
Funky Bruce
on my page, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
So who want to go first?
Lord Jesus, can we pray now?
Can we have a moment of silence?
You know what I'm saying? Let's just start the prayer right now, child. Because I tell you, this one, my goodness. Where is her mama? I have to ask that question. Where's her mama, her sister, her brother, her best friends, her neighbors? I mean, she don't have nobody that can come and tell this girl that this is not an act of God. When she says that,
God can't even tell her.
Direction, you know what I'm saying? It's like
she is in a haze.
Oh, it's not even Dee Dee. It's not even a haze. I can't even describe.
She's
how
in a
many
cult.
times is this man gonna play you? How many times are you gonna allow yourself to be made a fool of? And now we got to add baby mama to the mix. So if I'm the wife and you're saying all this stuff, how many times are you going to continue to put baby mama before the wife? Now, I thought it was God, then your spouse. I didn't know it was God. Well, it ain't even God. I didn't know it was baby mama and then everybody else in your life. Mm-hmm. And then you think it's okay to tell me the sad story. She had a car accident 6 years ago. She hasn't been driving, blah, 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 blah. And then so I bought her a new car.
No, a Mercedes.
A Benz.
A Benz. It was a Benz.
Yeah, a Benz.
A Benz. Really? Like so Toyota.
Mercedes Benz. Oh, we old. Sorry, Mercedes Benz.
Yeah.
Mercedes Benz. Yeah.
Mercedes Benz. Well, if he wanted to get her something safe for her and the baby, why he didn't get her a Subaru? They got the best safety rating out there. Right?
Girl.
Because that's not a chariot.
Why we got to know? Why we got to know?
That's what I was thinking.
That was that show. Flossing. He got the floss for everybody, you know.
Wait on my
brand new car, but he got to throw Mercedes Benz. I bought a brand new Benz.
Yeah, exactly. He had to say that.
Yeah.
You know, and what do you think she gonna do? Why she didn't get up? Were they at their apartment? I can't remember. But
her apartment.
Her apartment. She should have got up at that point, walked over to the door, opened the door, and said, "Boop, get out." That's it. It's a wrap. But she still sits there and she still takes it. And then she wants to talk about, you know, how God is going to just do this and that. And I'm just saying, oh, I don't know. So I'm so done with her.
Yeah.
They made a whole weekly agenda. They took notes on it. I was like, who makes a weekly agenda with their spouse? I mean, like, with bullet points on what we're going to accomplish.
And he don't ever say anything. He wants to have meetings, and then you get there, and he sits there and looks stupid. Right. So, Kourtney, can you do me a favor? The next time you pick up the phone to make a phone call, can you get Jesus on the main line, please? Okay. We all need to have a conference call.
He gonna hang the phone up.
Yeah.
Oh my!
It's like Jesus.
You can't even feel sorry for her. That's what you can.
I give her 20%.
Real quick. Let me say this real quick. I don't have no sympathy for Paige no more. Okay. And I keep saying, Chris, do your thing. The reason why I say that is because Paige is allowing this to happen. So as long as you allow this to happen, Chris is going to continue to do it.
Continuously.
She's glutton for punishment. Every week, gut punch. Every week. You know, so I don't, you know, y'all can have me. I'm done.
You know what's funny? I used to go to church with Chris. That's why I laugh every time I see him on the screen.
Yeah.
With the tea.
Here in Chicago. He's the first fiance and everything. Yeah. And he is what he show right now.
Really?
I'm with your husband. I do not feel sorry for Paige anymore. He legit has shown who he is. He's consistent in this.
Right.
He don't switch up on her at all. He is consistent. And for him to even say, a man to even say he can only talk to you after 8 o'clock, you know what you are.
I know that.
Booty call.
I'm telling you, man.
8 o'clock.
He treating her like a side chick. And she don't
for real. And she's supposed to be the wife.
Oh, she's supposed to be the wife.
Chicken. He gave you some chicken and bought her a car.
And bought her a Benz, girl. Don't say car. You got to say Benz.
He did give some
Benz, you're right.
I know I had Harold's chicken, but still, don't compare Harold's chicken and Benz.
I'm in Chicago. Like Harold's chicken buy. That's a $6.99 meal. Like he is the same person. And for her to constantly, I'm so tired of them using the Bible and all that stuff. She can sit down with that. She can definitely sit down with that. Like we keep saying everybody else needs therapy and people keep saying give Paige a redo. She don't need a redo. She needs self-esteem. Because if you give her a redo, she go do the same thing with each man. That's and if you don't remember when she did talk to her family, her brother said something. He was like, you keep getting this. He told her, you keep getting a man and he believe in the Lord and he want kids. She keep getting the same man. She keep attracting, even on this show, she keep getting the same man. So at this point, I can't feel sorry for her. That whole manipulating sweet spirit she giving, and then when she not in front of him, she want to roll her eyes and talk mess. Do that with him.
Right. Exactly.
Like,
so somebody asked, they said Makita, she asked, is his suits really that tight since you got the tea? Is his suits really that tight?
Yes, they all listen, they all dress alike, they all look like the pastor, they all act alike, and he's one of them.
Wow.
So you know how the boys get engaged to everybody in the church, then they look shameful. He one of them dudes.
Wow.
Y'all come this live, y'all get some tea. Look at that.
That's why I'm not shocked when we saw him on there. Me and my friends was like, "Are you serious?" Because we know the first fiance. So for us to see this preview, and he was just proposed in February, we was like, "What is going on? Where's Mercedes? Where's the ex-fiance?" And then that's why he's like, "It's all funny. It's all funny games." And for you to have a leader that say they believe in marriage and to let you on the show like this, because the pastor I'm talking about ain't the one on the show.
Okay.
For you to have a leader that you supposed to be under when you was a pastor, and he let you continue to be engaged to these girls and damage these women, and you move on with your life because you continue to do the cycle. Because you sleep with all of them. Don't bring that, I'm going to fast for 3 days and not have sex and get married. Because that's what he told Paige when they first got married. He went on a fast for 3 days. And he going to be committed
just
to her.
3.
Like, 3 days.
Okay, just 3. All right.
So he ain't nothing about this man going to change. He don't like accountability. We saw that with the last pastor. Every time somebody say something to him, he get on social media and cry like a baby. Like, this man is who he is. And for us to even see a trailer that they gonna make it to the couch on decision day, I'm like, girl, you literally gonna make it to the couch on decision day. They give you a way out. So that whole money thing is fake because they give her a way out the way they deal with, what's her name, Mandy?
Yeah.
she left. She was able to leave this man. And that's what I wish Dr. Viviana would have said last night. It was kind of like she was kind of encouraging Paige to stay. I'm like, girl, tell her to leave.
Right.
But she didn't do that.
She did ask her, like, why are you still here? She did ask her, and so she said that she was committed. She's a supportive wife. She's committed to her vows. She made a covenant. That's why she said, yeah, she's still here. So yeah, Doctor, she did give her, ask her like, leave. You know,
I think she really just needs to look up what the word covenant means. It's not that deep.
Stop ringing.
And even when they made the schedule, everything was what he wanted to do. She never really kind of said what she wanted to do. When they made the whole agenda and schedule to get to start over, it was all about what he wanted.
Yeah.
But she wants to be married so badly, I think, that she's thinking that this is her, maybe she thinks this is her only opportunity to
They
be
should have
married.
put her with Eric. They'd have little babies right now already.
Yeah, because she wants to be married. She wants to have kids. And she's not even thinking, would I really want to have children with this man? Because the answer would definitely be no.
She'll ride or die. She'll do it.
Exactly. She probably would.
She'll pay the child support and everything too.
Wow.
I'm wondering if that whole baby mama ex-fiance pregnant story was made up by him to be able to get out of this marriage, because he's definitely not feeling her.
And Mr. Bagel, I said that from day one when that subject came up. I thought it was an excuse to just get out the marriage.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And she's just stupid that he's telling her all the time, but then the commitment to the show, he still want to be seen on TV.
Right,
so,
right.
You got to play just enough to keep him on TV, and she's dumb enough to keep following and falling for it. That's just really sad. And she's a sister too. That's what just breaks my heart.
Yeah, but then, no, that's what's pissing me off, because she a sister. It's like, I'll speak for myself. We all had a moment when we were young, like, what the hell was I thinking? But it's hard to watch. It is so hard to watch. And it's like, one thing that irritates me with her, and it's my issue, not hers. That voice is getting on my nerve. I'm gonna need her to get some tone in her damn voice. Okay. If she lick her lips one more time, I'm gonna reach through the phone and knock her ass. Okay. She really getting on my nerve. I'm like, where is the sister girl? Like, look, let me tell you.
Exactly.
The Lord has bust your head 20 times.
Okay. Yeah.
The Lord has bust my head hurt. Okay, from him busting you upside your head.
Yeah. Don't you remember when she called production? I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it's like
she cussed, like she went off.
Oh, exactly. There's a girl in there.
I think this is all speculation. I think that she obviously has been around women, or maybe the men in her family, and everybody has groomed her to be like, stay a lady, and don't get loud, and men gonna be men, and when your husband act up, girl, you hang in there because it's for better or for worse. So you just hang on in there. And I'm going, girl. Either you've been taught wrong, or you just hard-headed. You just one of those people who got to learn the hard way. Because I can't believe no sisters ain't been on that phone telling her, like, girl, is this what we doing? Are you serious?
But remember, her bridesmaids didn't tell her nothing.
No, I was pissed with them because, honey, I would have been like, come here, Paige, come here.
I know
she hold this right now because this brother said this, that, and the other. Where are the two men who walked her down the aisle? Where's the daddy, whoever the hell that was that walked her down the aisle? I'm like, either you are just hard-headed and just gonna learn the hard way, and they have been talking to you, or you just don't have the support that we think that you should have. It's hard to watch. I'll call them Dumb and Dumber.
Chris is smart.
I think Chris is dumb. Chris is dumb because, unfortunately for him, he has such a bad reputation right now. But he is so arrogant. He is so arrogant. I don't want to call him a narcissist because I don't know, but he's real close. He don't even know. He think bad publicity is good publicity.
Right.
He'll walk around like one black man is one of the most. I just don't like him, and it's just it's an embarrassment, like you guys said, to the black culture. And like, we're not asking everybody to represent us as the black culture, but how dare you come on this show and show your natural born brown tail?
Yeah, because he's still
that. And then it's like
TV.
But at the same time, it's like he comes just to see what he can get away with.
Absolutely,
he feeds the Bible, and they playing with the Bible. Paige playing with the Bible too. She listens to the Lord. She listens to that little tingle between her legs. That's what the hell she listening to. Okay.
Well,
I ain't none of it. They both on my nerve, and they got us out here looking real bad.
I know Paige. She belongs to the Delta sorority. Well, sorority sister.
Where her girls?
Yeah, what's sorority that? Yeah, she yeah, I saw the Bible cover. The Delta Bible cover.
Yeah,
what Delta sisters at?
I don't know what they. But you know, we y'all better call her, do the.
You know, we all got that one friend like Paige that no matter what you say to them, they still go do the opposite. And Paige is that friend, like
yeah.
And your husband always say the music about the music that come on. I watch you guys review when you talk about the music. I'm like, play Project Pat. Don't save her. She don't want to save. They need to play that song for her.
Now they still lay down her burdens.
Shoot, I say we need to play the song from what is it, Dream Girls? Remember Dina Cook?
Oh, I'm saying.
No. The song where Beyonce singing "Listen," because you don't hear my voice, and he said, "You are what I made you," or whatever he told her. Your voice has nothing but what I put into it. That's what it looks like with her.
Yeah.
He says something, and then she just.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So she was taking notes. She was taking notes. Don't forget, she was taking notes on what he said too.
No, she pissed me off when the therapist asked her, "What do you want from him?" I just want a phone call. I'm very simple. I said, "See, that's why. That's why.
I you know,
you want his phone call.
Like, this bitch is too simple. Oh, I should call her that.
I'm like, all you want is a phone call. And he said, I don't know, I don't want to be subject to nothing. Maybe after 8:00. I've been waiting on her to knock him out since day one. I'm like, when is she gonna swing?
She won't.
And somebody said, how can you be that into somebody after 3 weeks? You are absolutely right. Jesus Christmas, I don't get it.
All right, J-Dub. Jump in there, bro.
Because the women's been talking.
The women's been talking, but yeah, E-Dub, you know,
women gonna be women.
we in the same place. I mean, I don't really have the energy for Paige and Chris because I mean she's just a glutton for punishment. She's in a cult for Chris. She's the only member. She's totally dedicated. I mean, it's almost like a game. He's like pushing boundaries. I mean, he finds every kind of way to reject her, to break her down, and I mean, it just keeps. Just everything. How you say, hey, what's up, yo? Like he's trying to make sure, hey, this is a platonic thing, and you talking to your wife.
No, right?
What's up, yo? Oh, knocking at the door. You get the door. It's your place.
It's your place.
You got to listen to that stuff.
No, right. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to talk on the phone. I want to come see you, but I don't want to go nowhere.
Right.
I want to come to you, you know, in that private setting. Yeah, I mean, and after 8, so I mean,
player.
Very small. After 8, you can't call. I deal with you after 8. We can't go nowhere.
That's player.
Bible study. Yeah, so I mean, she going. I can't. She won it. I can't feel bad for her no more. I mean, I think I stopped like after episode 3. Everybody's she's this, she's that. Yeah, I would think a man who loves a submissive woman would love Paige and it would be very happy to have her, but Chris is just running through her, all over her, everywhere. I mean, it's just, and she's just coming back for more. There's nothing he can say or
Nothing
do
he can
to
do.
turn her off. Oh, by the way, I brought my ex-fiance, mother of my child, a brand new Mercedes. You know, yeah, just to let you know. You know, I don't even drive a Mercedes, but I bought my, you know, because my king needs a chariot. You know, he needs a chariot. So he's just pushing and pushing and pushing, and she's just still sitting there finding an excuse to stay or be in it. And she's the only one committed. He has no answers for her.
Nothing.
You know, it's nothing. I mean, he hadn't talked to her, but they waiting for who was they waiting for? Viviana. He on the phone. He can't pick up the phone and call her. He right there sitting
He on the phone with somebody.
Ain't for nothing. He ain't got nothing for her, and she
on the phone with somebody.
Taking it in. You know, it's like the old saying: you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Can't make him drink.
Right.
God removed Paige from this mess so many times.
Yes.
And she coming back, and she coming back, and coming back. So, you know.
So, Briana, your old church member out here acting a fool. I mean, he cutting the fool. Come get your old church member.
No.
I mean, embarrassing the church. So, woo.
So Sabrina, you did confirm that Paige with excuse me, not Paige. Mercedes is his actual fiance because they had some thinking.
No, I knew the first fiance. Mercedes is from Atlanta. Like I'm in Chicago, so I knew the first.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
So the one that I posted on the community tab, I'm not sure if you saw that, but her name was like Nicole. Okay, yeah, that was his first one.
That was his first one.
Yeah, and she's beautiful.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow. All right, y'all. The hour's up. We appreciate it.
All right.
We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all.
Good.
We appreciate the time y'all, y'all spent with us. And we'll see y'all next week, God willing.
All right.
Have a good week, everyone.
Bye. Have a good day.
All right.
Bye-bye.